lady?
What are you doing?
Chilling. What are you doing?
Waiting on you?
What you waiting on me to do?
I'm waiting to talk to you. Everybody's been coming on looking for you. I forgot that you was in a different time zone.
Yeah. So when you said 7 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I got a minute.
Good
Who is that
grief.
dude in the background, man? Who is that?
That's you.
Man.
You need to show your real self though. You can show your real self.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to do some minor adjustments around here. I just got up and working.
I know, and I done pressured you to come on and do an interview and stuff like that.
Let me wipe off my little clouded camera. All right, that's a lot more gooder.
Well, I still don't see you.
You still hold on.
No. It's about time.
So what's crapping, lady?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Just work, work, work.
Well, I've missed you.
So what's been going on?
Nothing. I've missed you.
what? So I'm doing an interview.
You are doing an interview. I'm trying to get some people in because I had quite a few people in, but then, I messed up and gave them the wrong time.
Things
And
happen.
all that other, huh?
I say things happen.
I know. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna try to make you bigger if I can. Let's see. Pull that one off if I can. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna leave that one on there just in case somebody wants to come on and maybe ask you a question or two. Okay. But yeah, aren't you cute? Don't you like my backsplash?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be clear. There you go. It's a lot clearer because the window open.
So what's been going on with you?
Just work, work, work. That's about it.
Aw.
Yeah. Ripping and running the highway.
Running the highway. What'd you do today?
Oh, well, today I helped a friend of mine. He got this barbecue spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I go and help him on the weekends if I'm not busy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's about it. Yep.
So you've been kind of chilling a little bit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been gone for a bit, but then I got back. I got back a couple of weeks ago and just been trying to maintain work and pay this high ass truck number I got. So.
Wow. So when was the last time you been home?
I was about 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago. Is everything going okay there?
Yeah. Well, I actually went. My brother-in-law passed, and then I went for that, but they postponed it, so I ended up going to Ricky's and cook over there for. I believe that was Father's Day. I believe it was Father's Day weekend. So, and then I was there. Then I went back for the homegoing. Like really just a service, really. So he was, he was cremated like my mom was.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yep. Other than that, though, and I've been driving back and forth, so I didn't want to have to. I didn't want to have to come all the way back here and then have to leave and go all the way back there. So I just stayed until everything was over with.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're going to start your interview here in a minute. I just wanted to give people time enough because they've been coming on and looking to see, peeking to see if you was on here
oh, okay.
and getting off. So I was just kind of waiting to see, give people a chance, know that you was on here and stuff. And let me see. It's about time though. I'm so glad that you're on here. And I get to see you today. Because good grief, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good while.
Yes. Yes, it has. It hurt my feelings. Thought you didn't like me anymore.
No, it ain't like that.
Mm-mm. You and all your fancy stuff that you be doing.
I ain't fancy.
You are fancy.
No.
You know you're fancy. You know you're fancy.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So hold on just a second. And I'm going to send this out. So when's the last time you've been on the show?
The morning show.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Okay.
Once everything started getting back to normal,
Mm-hmm.
you know, people started going back to work. Some people still work from home, but
Yeah. Yeah.
But outside of that, ain't nothing too much. It's just uh it's been a time. Well, it's been a minute since I actually been on the show.
Yeah.
But I still do stuff for them
Yes.
every now and again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wondering because there's some people that asked me if you could possibly come on sometimes and maybe share a recipe or because everybody likes the way you cook.
Well, I mean, I can do that. I was actually about to do one, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it right this second. But
Do you want to? I mean, you can. You can do it.
yeah,
We can get to the interview in a little bit. If you want to do it now, by all means, you do it.
yeah. I guess I was just trying to give myself a little break because I had been at it since 6 o'clock this morning. I'm like, last thing I'm trying to do is come right back in here and be cooking.
You don't never sleep.
Yeah. You know me, I've been and put together a recipe. It'd be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. I do know you. I've talked to you at 3 o'clock in the morning before, so I know.
Right.
I know. Just shooting the breeze.
Yep.
What?
I don't know how you get that like that in the back. Where you made that?
Yeah. You like it?
Really cool.
I'll let you. I mean, when I get through. Actually, hold on a second. Let me see if I can send it to you, and you can have it. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Oh, There goes.
So wait a minute. You got, is that how many people you got in this chat? 20, what is that? 28?
Probably now. I mean, I've had all kinds of people in this chat. They've been in and out waiting on you.
It's like what, 28? Is that 28 point something K?
No, we've got how many likes right now? Have we got? No, that's how many likes we got. We got 61,000 likes.
Wow.
Yeah. So now you let me know. What do you want to do? Do you want to start the interview or do you want to do a
That's
list?
fine. We can start it.
Okay. So, um, for those that might be meeting you for the first time, Chef Boudreaux, Beyond the Kitchen, what would be the first thing that you would like them to know about you?
Wow. Mm, um, I guess they would have to be around me because people like to tend to tell people about themselves and then further on down the line, be nothing with what they said. I'm laid back though. I'm laid back pretty much. Just don't make me lean up. That's about that's about it. I'm laid back. I'm fun. I'm easy. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it. I don't really too much have. I don't have a lot of going on. Pretty much.
Okay. And when did you realize that cooking was more than just making food and that it was your actual calling?
I mean, I've been doing this since like '97.
Mm-hmm.
But I had more jobs than Jamaican too. But I guess it didn't really hit me to actually make it a thing until I moved to Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
and it was hard for me because when I lived in New Orleans, I worked for the city, so I did a lot of things, still with my hands, but
Mm-hmm.
I used to work for the New Orleans Sewage and Water Board that pump the water out the city, that kind of stuff. So I had plumbing certifications and stuff like that. People don't really know I did flooring, drywall, anything that has to do with a house. I did that kind of stuff too. But it wasn't until I got here and tried to apply for the same, like kind of like the same position I had in New Orleans, but they wasn't. You had to be like a good old boy to get one of them jobs.
Yes.
So, and I was helping a friend of mine with his catering. We supposed to do it together, but something just told me to I said, man, this ain't working. Maybe you need to do something else. I mean, because maybe you should just go back to school. And that's when I was actually watching a commercial for the Cordon Bleu Can one. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, man, ugh, you know, maybe I should just do it. So, um, and at that time, I was Ricky Smiley was at 97.9 The Beat, this radio station here in Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
and he took over after Steve Harvey left. So, me and my wife at the time, he used to do this karaoke thing. We would go like every Monday, and we would go and have fun. And then I just noticed we started getting closer and closer to the stage, and I was like, why every time we come in, they always sit us down Like, I don't want to be this close. I'm cool in the back. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and right after that time, that's when Hurricane Katrina happened. And we had a lot of people living with us, as well as family too, living with us when that happened. So we just happened to take them out, and we went to the spot. And he was talking about the people from New Orleans and stuff like that. And then he asked, could somebody make him a good gumbo and etouffee? And the room just got quiet. Now all them people, a lot of them people in there from New Orleans, and nobody said nothing. And my sister-in-law jumps up. She was like, my brother-in-law, and I'm looking at her like, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm like, don't do that. So he was like, come on, hey man, come up here. You a cook? You a chef? I'm like, nah, man, I don't do none of that. I don't do that. And she was like, you lying. Won't you tell it to you? I was like, won't you shut up? So, I ended up making a gumbo for it. To make a long story short, I don't want to talk too long because I don't want to get long-winded. But anyway, I ended up doing the gumbo and the etouffee for him. And then I think he had a chef or something at that time, but I don't know if they left or quit. And the guy who used to introduce Ricky at the radio, at the karaoke, I called him one day because my sister-in-law, again, with a big mouth, I appreciate it now, but she was like, Kurt, get up, because I was on my way to school, and she was like, get up. Ricky he don't have no chef, he don't have nobody cooking. I was like, why do you come in here? It's loud, it's early in the morning, I ain't trying to hear that, So I ended up calling the guy, and he said, I said, what do you think I should do? He said, maybe you should, man, just go in there with your whole arsenal. So that's what I did. And when he said bring everything, I brought everything. Omelets, bagels, whatever you name it, I had it in there. And so he was like, hey man, won't you give me a proposal and for how much it's gonna cost to feed the morning show. So I was like, okay man, I'll bring it on my way. Bring it on my way. And on my way to school. And he was like, nigga, go in the green room and write the shit down. So I was like, okay, cool. So that's how that ended up being that. And from then on, we just, that's how I got to cook for him. But then, he got syndicated, and that's when they went to Atlanta, and they were doing the Ricky Smiley morning show there, and his reality TV show, and but we kept in touch, and that's when Facebook came out. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time when I was a chef, I don't even think they had Facebook at the time. I think they probably had like Black Planet or something like that, but it wasn't no big social media thing like it is now.
Right.
So after that, we kept in touch, and then he called me because I heard him on his live, but he called me and he said, "Hey man, I'm about to take over the Tom John the Morning Show. I'm gonna be coming back to Dallas because that's what the Dallas is where Tom John the Morning Show is." Yeah. So I was like, "So what that mean? I get my job back?" He was like, "Nigga, why you think I'm calling you?" I was like, hey, bro, it ain't like you fired me or nothing. I'm just saying, I just want to know if we, so, a little fast forward, when he moved here, we started doing little videos together. But then the pandemic happened big time. So he was like, he said, Boudreaux, I'm gonna broadcast from home now, from my studio at my house. So he said, what I need you to do is just keep doing the video. So just keep doing videos, and we're going to come up with a name for it. And that's when they started doing the quarantine cooking. So, and that's how I got to be on the show every morning to talk about the things that I cooked that night.
Wow.
So, and me and Rick been friends for the longest. So, even though I know Ricky know a lot of chefs, he just feel comfortable with me, because not only do we get along like brothers, and his family loves me to death, and I love them too. So they love having me to come out for. I'm there every holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you name it, I'm there. So
Right.
Easter, even in between when he just want to cook, he'd be like, "Man, I need you to, man, can you be here tomorrow? I need you to fly." So it'd be on a whim. So he'll call me right now and be like, "Man, I need you here tomorrow, man. Can you be here by 12?"
Wow.
And so I call his people and set the flight up and all that stuff, and then I'll be on my way.
Huh.
So
That's pretty cool. So, was there a particular meal or moment that changed everything for you?
well, a lot of things change, followers and all that stuff. For me being on the show, people, just started, following me, and of course, I was doing the recipes and stuff, and it was on. And I had to get a YouTube channel and all that stuff. So yeah, everything was good from 20 to 22 until some knucklehead person decided that they were gonna hack my business page, and me having my business page and my Instagram page linked together, they disabled my Instagram page totally. So those, maybe I want to say close to 500,000 followers, I lost all of that when they hacked my page. I think my business page is still being operated, and on my Facebook business page, and I think they still have about 97,000 followers on that page. But somebody else is running the page, and they're not posting anything that has anything to do with food. It's foolishness.
Right. Got you. So now we're going to go to your childhood, um, and your upbringing and stuff like that. So tell us about the home you grew up in. What was it like?
Um, I mean, I can't say I can't say that I like exactly grew up poor or anything like that.
Yeah.
And my mom wasn't exactly middle class either, but
Yeah.
it was well, I want to say it's seven of us, but all of us didn't live in a house together. Because by the time I was born, my sisters were all married, and my brothers were close in age. So it was just me and the brother that's next oldest to me. So I'm the youngest of seven. So but I mean, my childhood was pretty cool. I didn't have, people would think because I grew up in the ninth ward, but it was terrible. But it wasn't. It wasn't until I left the ninth ward until I had a culture shock. That's when you moved in a neighborhood with a multicultural people, and from different excuse me, ethnic backgrounds. But when it was a ninth ward, I didn't. It wasn't like that. It was particularly more black people there, um, but it wasn't until I moved into that new neighborhood where I found out, you know, a lot of different things that I didn't know growing up in quote unquote the hood. So, but I had a pretty good childhood.
And what are some of your favorite childhood food memories?
Hmm. Um. I mean, the dynamic. I mean, definitely has changed. But watching my mom, my grandmother, and my aunt, they all did. They cooked. You know what I'm saying? Everything was, majority of it was from scratch. So um, I learned by watching. Like my mom didn't really know that I was paying as much attention as I was.
Yes.
So, but I was inquisitive about cooking and stuff like that, and she was like, I'm teach her how to hold a knife, even though she didn't really know how to hold one either. But so she was like, you gonna cut your finger, or you gonna, these onions gonna burn your eyes or whatever like that. But she never really stopped me from doing that. And then I think she wanted to make sure I knew how to cook, because she was like, once you get your own place, you ain't gonna be running back here talking about you hungry. You know what I'm saying? So, and then my mom had me when she was 40. So a
Yes.
lot of things. And then my mama was an older lady. So when she had me, so a lot of things that my mom grew up doing, which was way, really old school. So, she taught me how to sew, stuff like that. I know how to reupholster furniture because my grandmother them used to do it. And so it's a lot of things I've learned and watched growing up, especially cooking, but they didn't know that I was paying that close attention.
I got
But
you.
my childhood, I don't know. I have some, I have other stories, but I had complications growing up, and like my legs were like really, really bowed, and I had to get the Forrest Gumps. You know what I'm saying? Those little they put those
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so I had to get those, but mine had a bar in between my legs, so my mom used to have to tighten them up so they could try to straighten my legs because my legs were bowed like that.
Okay.
But and that
All right.
pretty much overcame that because she said I cried a lot because she would have to tighten them. So it was kind of like feeling like my legs were really on some type of tension, like they were about to break. But she told me I walked with them. Like, I don't know how I was able to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that was probably the only, once I kind of grew up out of that. I mean, my legs are still bowed, but not as bowed as they used to be.
Yeah.
So,
So, who first taught you how to cook?
oh, it was my mom.
It was your mama?
Like I said, she was like, um, if you're going to get in here, because, I was the only kid, like once we moved out of the ninth ward, I was the only kid in the neighborhood with a goal, with a basketball goal. So, because my brother played basketball for his high school, so he wanted to put a goal in front of the house. But everybody in the neighborhood always wanted to play.
Right.
And, my mom used to, if I'm outside playing basketball, she would be like, didn't I tell you to come in here? And I told you I have this onion cut when I got finished. And she was like, I need you to come in here and do this. And, my friends used to laugh at me and call me a girl. And, you learn to cook like a woman, that kind of stuff. We always used to play the dozens with each other. But when we got older, though, them Negroes was like, man, hey, bro, what you cooking something today? Y'all had jokes when I was young, though. Everybody had their little jokes. But it
So,
wasn't funny after a while when they started getting hungry.
exactly. Exactly. So, did you ever imagine as a child that you would become a chef, though?
No, not really. But it was one time, like, when Benny Hanna used to be the shiznit. So, because only mostly, celebrities ate at, Benny Hanna. But my sister was always one to keep us, because I have two nieces and we all grew up together. So my sisters and my two sisters and my mom was pregnant at the same time. So my two nieces, I have a niece that's 5 months older than I am, and then I'm 5 months older than my other niece. So my sister used to always take us out, and she took us to Benihana because, she used to teach us like food etiquette and how you sit and how you sit up and how you get your elbows off the table. This is kind of fork you use for your salad, that kind of stuff. And she took us to Benihana one time, and it wasn't until I saw that guy take and flip that egg up into his chef hat. I thought that was like the
Yes.
coolest stuff. Now, I was a child, so I thought that was like the coolest thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but it wasn't until I was like, do I really want to go to culinary school. Like, am I ready for this? Because I went back when I was 30. I went back when I was 37. You know what I'm saying? I was like, excuse me, I've been doing it since 97, but then I was like, man, I feel like an old cat trying to go back to school and do this kind of stuff, you know. And I was like, but apparently I wasn't the oldest one there, but they had a lot of older people there. But now I'm probably me and about two other people that graduated with us are still doing this culinary thing. Everybody else then went back to doing other stuff because I think a lot of people had this misconception. Well, you used to hear the chefs talk about it, like, man, you can make up to $80,000, $100,000 a year, and I'm like, they don't believe that. I hope they don't believe that just gonna get out of culinary school and somebody gonna hire them. They gonna start making 80 to $100,000 a year. That don't happen like that. Even I knew that. I was like, motherfucker, you gonna be cutting onions for at least a good 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be the new guy for the longest. Ain't nobody gonna respect that game. You gotta put your dues in before. And one of my chef mentors, I graduated in 2006 or 2007. Um, just about a year and a half ago, that's when he started calling me chef.
Wow.
So you don't get that respect like that just because you wear the name. And there's a lot of people out there, and I think sometimes people disrespect the craft now because there's a difference between people that cater, and I do cater too, but I'm not a caterer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I got Boudreaux's catering on there, I'm not a caterer. I'm a chef, and a lot of people try to play me as if I'm not your uncle now. I don't just cook food.
Right.
I do a lot of I create. So a lot of people think just because they see somebody with a chef jacket on, they call him chef. That's disrespect.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay my dues to be called chef. I just my one of my chef mentors just start calling me chef. So you know how long I've been waiting for somebody to just call me that. People just call you that. But when it comes from somebody that's been in that industry for the long time.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. My grandson just walked in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now go ahead. I'm sorry. Now what was you saying?
I was just saying, it's a misconception. Like, I think just because people think they see you with a chef jacket on, this automatically qualifies them to be called chef, and it doesn't work like that. I pay my dues too long for somebody that just, and I'm not saying they may cook too, but
Yes.
my thing is, I pay my dues to be called chef.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And some of them people just put on a jacket and got their name on it and think that, or they put chef whatever on their coat.
Yes.
I just think that's disrespectful because we can see how knowledgeable you are if you come in the kitchen with me. I promise you. You're gonna see the difference.
Oh, I'm sure you are very, very knowledgeable about cooking. So
Well, and not
thanks for
just
that.
because of the knowledge, the technique, and all the stuff that it just qualifies me. If I start using a lot of this terminology, a lot of people don't even know.
Yeah.
Some people can't even tell you the 5 mother sauces, but they out here talking about their chef.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't respect that. I
Yes.
think it's disrespectful
Right.
when like I got like Ricky. He's a comedian, right? Just because some people may think I'm funny when I'm probably telling jokes or as I'm cooking or not even telling jokes, I'm just being funny. That don't make me a comedian either. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Or people say, "Oh, you missed your calling." No, it ain't. This is what I'm doing right here.
Right.
But I ain't no comedian, and I'm not gonna grab the mic and act like I'm one either.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
So I'm sorry, for your loss with your mom and everything, but can you tell me what are some of your favorite memories with your mama?
um, my mom, as old as she was, she used to like fish
Mm-hmm.
and love fishing. And my brother, they had this long pipe.
Mm-hmm.
It was a water pipe, but it was a long pipe, and it went over like the lake. And to sit there and watch that old lady walk over that pipe, it would like, let my hand go. You're gonna make me fall. So it was like, I'm like, well, mommy, you know, my brother was like, you can't walk this by yourself. But if you let my hand go, I can do it myself. You know what I'm saying? That was her. It was funny, but she liked fishing, and she loved to like if she was able to catch fish, if she could fry it right there, she clean it and fry it right there. That was a lot of the things learning how, because baking was what I started doing first
Mm-hmm.
before, but I
Bacon.
wasn't like one of those bakers like they have now, because you know I wouldn't be good at trying to decorate no cake, but I can bake them. But I just,
Mm-hmm.
decoration, I leave that to other people.
Yeah. Wow. And what lesson from your mom still guides you today?
She used to say this so much, though. And I'm pretty sure she probably not the only one that probably said it to their childhood. It's like, she said, you can do anything you want to do if you want to do it badly enough. So that was one of the things she used to always. And it used to work on my nerves sometimes. Like, I know already. I know if I want to do it badly enough. I know I heard it. Oh God. And then she'll slap me in the back of my head because she thought I was being smart. Not hard, but she was like, don't play with me. So it was like that.
Is there a dish that reminds you of her?
Um,
Something
there's a
that
lot
you
of
really
them.
enjoyed?
It
Fish.
actually one of the ones we made. We did the smothered shrimp and okra, and I know some people don't like
Oh,
okra,
good
but
grief. I do. I do. Talk about
so
it.
that was one of her favorites to make. And she would have it as a side, or she would just eat it with rice. Like you would think, Louisiana people got Asian in them because we eat rice, come with everything basically we make.
That sounds good
So
too.
from dirty rice to red beans and rice, jambalaya, all that stuff, shrimp creole, all that stuff is served with rice. And you would think we had a little Asian in us. We eat rice with everything.
Wow. So, if she could see where you are today, what would she say?
You know, I think my mom was. I think she was proud of me before. Um, cause yeah, well, I will say this. Um, Growing up, I wasn't exactly a knucklehead, but I used to get in trouble at school, and I guess because I was being rebellious, because it was a particular school that I wanted to go to, and I had to go to the hood school because I would always get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I was cutting school, that kind of stuff, and
Hmm.
doing shit I really ain't had no business doing, and but I had to go to this school, and I think that was my way of rebelling back, and I actually got put out of school, and I'm talking about not just put out. I got expelled to where I couldn't even go to a school in Orleans Parish, and that was probably the most hurtful thing I could ever do my mom. But because I didn't graduate high school,
Hmm.
and so I had to go to a hearing first, and then my mom had to take me to that
Hmm.
to find out that I wasn't going to be able to attend any school in Orleans Parish.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Unless I went to school in Jefferson Parish, but they took almost an hour to get there. So it was like, so I think that was probably the most disappointing thing. But I ended up having to go and get my GED. But that's when because it wasn't like I wasn't smart enough. I just was being a dumbass because I just didn't want to go to that school. I figured if I got kicked out of that, then I might be able to go to the school I want to, not knowing that I was going to fully be expelled or on expulsion where I couldn't even go to any school.
Yes.
So I started going to this GED school, and within 6 months, because I got kicked out in 11th grade. I wasn't even in 12th grade yet. But I got my GED in less than 6 months. Because I mean, I knew I was smart enough to do it. I just didn't. I don't know why, but I just wanted to go to that school. But
yeah,
I that was probably the biggest regret I ever had in my life, and the most probably disappointing thing to my mom, because I know I hurt her. But when I graduated from culinary school, she was so happy, man. When I graduated,
so one more question about your mom, and then we're going to skip to something else. But what do you want people, more people, to know about her?
um, my mom she was classy. Like the mom that my sisters and brothers describe. I don't know that woman. I know because they said he used to get their ass tore out the frame, but I don't know what happened when I got there. But I'm pretty sure my mom was always classy, but she just tore ass. You know what I'm saying? She was younger then. By the time she had me, she probably was too tired to whip ass. Now, I ain't saying I ain't never got my ass whipped, but my mom was a sweet lady. She really was to the end. If it was if it wasn't money she could give you, she would always make sure you had something to eat. That's one thing she always told me. I don't care. I don't care if you ain't got no money at all. You always make sure you keep milk, eggs, and bread in your house, because you could always make your egg sandwich and drink your glass of milk. But that she was just a sweet person, man. The people from even a church or whatever, like everybody that met my mom, they loved her. So she just had a calming spirit. Yes. She didn't like drama. She wasn't that kind of woman. And very nurturing, understanding, and she was straight up. You know what I'm saying? Don't go asking her and thinking just because you want somebody to be on your side, she got your back. Because if you try to fool her or baffle her with some BS, she gonna catch it. She gonna tell you about yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you asking her a question, she always tell you. You want me to tell you the truth, or you want me to lie to you? Because I ain't about to lie, and I ain't about to lie. So all you gonna get is the truth. So yes. But she'll say it in the most calming, pleasant way possible. She been and told you off, and you ain't even know. You wouldn't even know.
So now, getting into your career, what were some of your biggest challenges? Now we're talking about your career.
Wanting to please, your clients or whatever, but you can't please everybody that's in that client's circle. Yes. They always got that one that's gonna complain. And I'm like, at first it used to, bother me or whatever, but it don't bother me no more. Yeah. As far as obstacles, you try to use your time management. So friend Chad, he trying to be invited in, I guess. But he, those obstacles, you're gonna have those challenges, but time management is most. It could be a factor when you're trying to meet a deadline, or some of the obstacles are thinking you have to do shopping, right? And you go into one store, you figure you can pick everything up from that one store, and you get there and they out of this, and then you go to another store and they don't have it. So now you got to go to, and people don't understand when you doing stuff like this, especially for yourself.
Yes.
You have to do all this shopping and running and ripping and running around, and one store may have it and another store may not have the other item you're looking for because they out of the item you was looking for there. It can be very challenging. So in the midst of all that, and you got these high gas prices, food costs is going up, gas is going up. So that's like another thing that I'm dealing with right now, because people want the food, but they don't want to pay the price for it. And I get it, but I have to go up because of the food cost that went up. And I'm not going up for me.
That's true. Right.
Because chicken is just, even chicken and pork chops are high now. That used to be like one of the cheapest things.
Yes.
Brisket used to be a cheap piece of meat. Now brisket is almost $5 a pound now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And people they want it, but when you tell them this is how much it's going to cost you, I understand why you may not want to pay for it. I get it.
Look, chitlins and what is it? The other
Tripe.
Well, all of that, but it used to be so inexpensive, and now it's like extremely high.
Matter
Like
of
out
fact,
the box high.
oxtails used
Oxtails.
to be cheap.
Oh my gosh, oxtails is through the roof.
Thank black folks for that, because they done made it popular. They done made it a popular thing now to have.
Yes.
Lamb used to not be as expensive as it is now.
Golly. So, did you ever want to quit?
Yeah. Because every now and again, chefs get burned out too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I cook a lot of this gourmet stuff that I go out and cook for people at their house, I don't even eat that. And most chefs don't. You know what they eat? They go eat a hamburger.
Hamburger, yeah. Or what is it, Roman noodles or just something quick? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because you're burned out. Well, for yourself.
It's like, but I don't want that. I've been tasting that all day. I've been tasting that till I set it out for y'all. I don't want none.
Yeah.
Because Ricky and his family, they claim, why y'all don't never come sit down with us? You part of this family too. I said, why? After tasting all of that stuff that I got ready to cook for y'all, I don't want none of that. I'm cool. I can chow down on some of these grapes until I get ready to leave. And then I'll go to McDonald's or something, or Chick-fil-A, and go back to my room and chill out. People were like, I can't believe this food and cooked all that food and he ain't taking none of it.
That's real though. It's just like when, I'm cooking like Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I don't want to just eat immediately because I've been taste testing. I'm not ready. I'm not, I'm just not ready. So I understand. I definitely understand that. Now, what has been your proudest moment, Kirk or Chef?
Proudest moment?
Yes.
Of being a chef?
Yes. One of your proudest moments.
Um, hmm. Being able to take for people to recognize, kind of like what I did, and um, being able, because people like to call me a celebrity chef and stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm not a celebrity chef. I'm just a chef that happens to cook for celebrities. That's it. That's how I see it. I know other people like to put a, but that's not. I don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Like, I think one of my proudest accomplishments was when I finally got the, not even a contract. It just was like a handshake between me and Ricky. And ever since then, it's like we brothers now. So, you know, um,
I like that.
I think I could say that's one of my proudest accomplishments because I always thought he was funny, especially when he did Lil Daryl,
Little
and I thought he
Daryl.
was funny. But I never, I don't believe that I ever thought that I would actually become this man's chef or even leading and cooking for the Brat and Judy and, that kind of stuff. I never, what I'm saying? I didn't really, but a lot of down home people from New Orleans, we not really starstruck like that. I could shake your, it's been plenty of celebrities out of me. And I met and cooked for. I can shake your hand and keep pushing. I ain't got to be like, man, you son this all. I ain't one of them. As long as me and Ricky been together, I have never asked him for an autograph. I have never asked him to take a picture with me. To where he don't even like taking pictures. This nigga one day gonna say, Boudreaux, take a picture. I said, man, you know you don't take no damn pictures. He said, nigga, get in the picture.
Aww.
But he, I like that was probably one of the biggest and I wasn't even to just do it. I ended up falling in my lap and it happened. And I met great people from that.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
even with him, um, Tommy Davidson, Charlie Murphy,
Mm-hmm.
a host of hip hop, rappers
Mm-hmm.
like Ludacris and um, who else? Oh my God, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
But you know, Bruce, but it's some Boys to Men, um, Angie Stone, Smokey Norfolk, um, uh, Eddie Levert. So I had like these people, and then from there, from Ricky doing Ricky, I got the Tom John and Morning Show too. So anytime that he had celebrities come in or artists come in,
Mm-hmm.
they would call me to come in and cook for them.
Wow. So, how has your cooking style evolved?
Um, just continuing to, because the 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 techniques are changing now. When I was in culinary school, there was no such thing as reverse searing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing. Or when I started this, I didn't know anything about reverse searing or searing meat and sous vide, that kind of stuff, like vacuum sealing it and putting in this little container of water and let it just circulate around that for about an hour, 2 or 3 to 4 hours, and then you take it and sear it off, and now it's cooked. That's what they mean by reverse sear. Oh Lord,
I
my
never
daughter want
knew.
to get on here too.
Never knew.
Huh?
I never knew.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew. That's pretty cool.
So
So,
heating and cooking is evolving to different things. Now, at first it was either gas or you was cooking outside on an open flame somewhere on a pit or something. Now you have induction burners and infrared and all that other stuff. Now uh ovens. You get new ovens now that air fry.
yeah.
So people buying air fryers and it
I
says that your
love
oven air
those.
fries.
I love those. Love them.
So
Wow.
now they're making ovens with combinations. They call them combine ovens. They steam, they bake. All this oven just do the same thing, and it does convection, and it does conventional. So it even fries in there. So that oven does a lot.
Wow.
And it creates steam. So it's like you can steam vegetables in there. So it's like these everything is just evolving.
That's crazy. But it's pretty awesome too. Because I love cooking stuff. I really do. So now we're going to skip on over to, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Ricky Smiley Show. You kind of told us about how the opportunity came about, but go ahead and explain it to us again how that came about. How did you end up being on the Ricky Smiley Show? Just in case some of us missed it.
Well, how I got to be on the show once you mean once he took over the Tom Johnham on the show?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But he called, and we was like, we really was supposed to do this together. This was something we were supposed to do together. We was gonna be calling it, I think something like Cooking and Comedy or something like that. So Rick, me and him together, being in the kitchen, of course, he gonna be cracking jokes. I'm gonna be probably laughing, but yeah. So, but the pandemic happened. So he said, Kirk, we're not gonna be able to make these videos together. So you cook, you just make meals now, because of course, people can't, that's when the stores were scarce. They ain't had nothing in there, and whatever you could find, that's basically what it ended up being called quarantine cooking. And because a lot of times people couldn't find what they actually wanted to cook in the store. Now, what was crazy about that, but that's basically how that ended up happening. So he was like, Kirk, I need you to continue to keep the cooking going. We're gonna do it 5 days a week. And he told me, he said, bro, when I call you, you better get ready. Not knowing that the pandemic was gonna put me in that ready position. So, but that's how that pretty much ended up happening. So, because I was nervous, my first time on the show, they was just like, look, all right, Boudreaux, we not gonna go live because it seemed that seemed to be an issue for you. So what we gonna do? We just gonna call you, and then you do your we'll do your segment, and then we'll place you in on the show. So, and they will do. I'll do my interview with them, and sometimes I was in the studio, and other times I would call in on the phone, and I would be on the radio live.
So, what is your favorite behind the scene moment then?
Behind the scene moment at the studio?
What's one of your favorite?
Oh, no, there's a lot of them. But you saying stuff that y'all didn't get to see, or because they pretty much filmed almost everything, especially if more than 3 to 4 people is in the studio, they have somebody recording something.
So, what was one of your favorite moments in particular?
I guess when we talked about, it was I had made breakfast for them one morning, and I made these honey butter biscuits from scratch, right? And Ricky was talking about me, but come to find out, the guy had filmed it, but that nobody hadn't seen it yet. So Ricky was talking about me, old buttermilk biscuit cooking ass. He was just going in on me. You know what I'm saying? See, and Rock T was like, man, you need to get one of them biscuits, Rick. You need to get one of them biscuits. Man, that nigga ain't cooked them biscuits. So he just started going in on me, Oh, honey and butter mixing the ass, nigga. So he was just letting me have it that morning. But like the thing is, I think he likes kidding around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a comedian. But he knows that I don't take, because some people nowadays, you can't even tell jokes to nobody without somebody either wanting to fight or getting personal or,
Yes.
can't even joke with people now.
That's right. Yep.
But one thing he like about me, he said, "Man, I don't care what I tell that nigga. He don't get mad. He don't be in his feelings." I say, "No, I don't. I don't be in my feelings like that. I don't even know why people go to a comedy show and sit down in the front row with an attitude." You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yes.
so,
Yes.
I mean, if you don't like it, I don't even know why you bought a ticket to even come here. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly right. Yes.
But that's usually when me and Rick together, man, we have a good time. And he like being in the kitchen with me too, because he said it's on the radio a lot. He said, "Man, one thing, if he talking about me to somebody on the phone, he always say, he give me my props like that. He'll say, "Man, look, he don't have no problem with getting in the kitchen and showing you."
Yeah.
Some people have an issue with sharing recipes or, and but if it wasn't for chefs collectively teaching or showing recipes or even wanting to share it, there wouldn't be a culinary school.
That's right.
So, and you could take any recipe and make it your own.
Yes.
Everybody don't make gumbo the same. Even though they all from Louisiana, everybody don't make gumbo the same.
You're right. That's correct.
Okay. Now I wanted to introduce you to old boy real quick, so you could hold on one second. I'm just introducing my partner. He had made some bootleg wine.
Not bootleg wine.
Bought me some of that Manischewitz. That what? We call it tiptoe water.
Oh wow!
Now I don't know how many times he washed out this jelly jar, but he bought it in a jelly jar. He said, "Now hurry up, I'm gonna need that back."
That's right.
Oh, wow.
He
That's
said,
so
"I'm
funny.
huh?"
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's my partner from Louisiana. He from Napoleonville.
Oh. Well, do
Louisiana.
you have to go? Because we can go ahead
No,
and end it if you need to spend some time with him. I think we might have lost him. Did we lose you? Hello? Okay.
I told him about. He told me next time he come, he was gonna bring some so he could taste it.
Wow.
So I just came. I don't know. I know I see his truck there, but I don't know if he home. But I just wanted to bring him some so he could taste it. If he home, he might not even be home. I might have to catch him. I thought he might have been home, bro. He might not be home because I just rung his doorbell. But look, Slick Rick, we'll get together, bro.
For sure.
I'm gonna go if he don't come get it.
Right, you gonna be able to tell them how good it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him how good it was. So, man, I gotta put it in the shop, man. But yeah, honey. So that's the whole. But anyway, back to our questions. What's going on?
Well, let me see. If you could choose one dish, what dish would you choose to represent you?
If I had to choose one dish that I would eat or that I would
No,
make,
that would represent who you are. Just your dish.
wait, you said choose what?
Your dish.
My own dish
Yeah.
that I would what?
Represent you.
Oh, um, um, if it See, I can't really put a finger on it if I'm being honest, because they got people that make up dishes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I have too, but food is so universal now. People are like actually making the same thing.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? It's like
That's
they
true.
like, man, I need something new. I need something new to make. I don't want to eat. I'm tired of eating the same thing. I want to make something different.
Yes.
But a lot of times it ends up being the same thing.
Yep.
But I don't know. For me, I guess I haven't made it yet. Because I've made, like, just alone
Mm-hmm.
from me being on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, I did not realize I done made over 380 videos. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's
That
a
is a
lot.
lot of videos. And so, of course, I was making videos close to every day for the exception of Saturday and Sunday. And even then, I was making videos because people started flying me out. And I was flying during the pandemic,
Wow.
going to cook for people. Yep.
So, do you have a kitchen pet peeve?
What? Hell yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so go ahead. What is it? Well, what are they?
You have to clean as you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking about washing dishes. I'm talking about drying them and putting them back where the hell you
Mm-hmm.
got it
Yep.
from. And first of all, don't ask me to cook in the kitchen that ain't clean.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Um,
Yep.
and uh, mise en place is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people may know what that means. Some people may not know.
Well, why don't you explain to them what that means?
Well, mise en place, it just means everything in place. If you know that you are making something, uh, you can prep it before. Say like if you ate the night before, you said, "Well, tomorrow I'm gonna make some red beans and rice." Okay,
Yes.
well, prep. Make sure you got your beans soaking. You got your onions and your bell peppers chopped up, so you don't have to worry about that when you. It's just straight come home and get to cooking. Or if you one of them people that like to put your beans in a slow cooker or what I like that or crock pot, cool. But make sure all your other stuff, your sausage is cut up if you're gonna do that. If you're gonna make a half fried chicken with it, make sure your chicken is seasoned and sitting in the refrigerator. Less things you have to do and that's why a lot of people don't cook. I don't think that's why people cook anymore
Mm-hmm.
because they think they don't have time to.
Yeah.
But I think people make time for whatever it is they want to do.
Ain't that the truth? You're right. You're right.
I tell women all the time, if you can pre-book your hair to get done, then you can do that when it's time to eat.
That's right. Wait a minute.
I tell that to
Oh,
anybody, not just women. I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to jump on ladies, but of course the roles have reversed.
yeah. Yeah. So, if there was one ingredient, is there one ingredient that you cannot live without?
Uh,
One ingredient.
like a seasoning,
Mm-hmm.
I can't live without.
Mm-hmm.
Um, mm, any herb. I mean, any herb.
I need one.
You know, I don't have one. I'm a chef. I got a plethora of them. You want
Well,
me to
give me
choose
one.
one?
Just give
Out of
me
this
one.
whole plethora.
No, I just need one.
You ain't talking about, you talking about like salt and pepper, or you talking about herbs? What we talking about?
Look, you can give me an herb. You can give me just salt and pepper, but one of them. Which one can you not live without? Is it salt? Is it onion powder? Is it basil? I mean, what is it?
Chef Boudreaux's Black and Seasoning. That's what I can't live with.
Is that what it is? Okay, okay.
And of
And
course, you
where
can.
can we
It's
get that
actually.
at?
Well, I was making them, but then I was trying to get a manufacturer, but I didn't know that it costs so much money to do that. I said I'm gonna have to get back on the pole for this shit.
Well, you need to let us know so that we know where to purchase it.
Well, once I get back on the pole, I'll let you know because I gotta make that money. I gotta hit the
Well,
pole.
I need you to let us know. Good grief.
Great. I'm saying I'm going back to stripping. You're not listening.
Not stripping.
Didn't I say I'm getting back on the pole?
Hold on now. Hold on. I didn't know you was talking about that pole. Good grief. Oh my gosh. So, in closing, what advice would you give aspiring chefs then?
Um, I was about to use the same thing that my mama used to tell me, but I guess I'll go ahead and find something else. But I mean, if that, I just want, if that's your passion, then you have to learn as much as possible because culinary is evolving. It's just, it's evolving big time. And as much as you, excuse me, as much as you can, you learn as much as you can. Because they got too many different cultures out here for you to know everything. But pick a couple to keep in your repertoire so you can, and then if you want to learn a little bit about everything, then gradually go into it. If you know you want to learn about African food, then you start studying on that and start doing a lot of those cuisines or whatever other cuisine you want to learn.
Okay.
But I know they always try to talk about people from the South, and I would put my Louisiana cuisine up against any other cuisine. I don't care where it is. Cause I ain't never heard nobody say, "Hey, I can't wait to get back up to the east side so I can get some of that good up old north food." What did they say? Some old good old up north food. I ain't never heard nobody say that before.
Yeah.
I mean, people be like, "Ooh, them people in the South, they be getting it." I ain't never heard nobody say, "I want some good up north food." You? I ain't never heard it.
No, you're right.
I just drew a little pop, little 1, 2.
You're right.
I mess with them, but I mean, I'm sure they got some good places. But if I had to do that, I would. That's what I would tell any other inspiring chef, man. Just try to learn as much as you can.
Jamie said she's never heard any of the up north people say that either. So
Yeah. What else? It's another thing. I wanted to say about being a chef because I'm gonna tell you it's long it's long hours and sometimes the pay ain't good, but sometimes people do because they have that passion. They do it sometimes for free.
yeah.
And I know I didn't pay my freestyles already. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's time to start to collect or whatever like that. But I done that already.
Right. Right.
But it's like every time when you go by somebody's house, they cooking, they be like, I need you to taste this. Or can you go look check that pot for me? I just want to see something real quick. Then next thing you know, you in there.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you
bro,
Chef
I thought I was
Boudreaux.
invited to. I look a lot
Yeah,
of
Chef
times.
Boudreaux.
Yeah, but I thought I was invited to eat.
No, sir. No, you're in the kitchen. So, what legacy do you hope to leave?
I think my like I have my grandkids and I love them to death, and they're just starting to see. I'm called Paw to some, Pookie from one, and Pop from another one. So they see me on YouTube and they just go berserk. They love it. And when they come over here, of course, I done made a couple of videos with them too, because I wanted to get them involved in, with me. So if anything happens to me or whatever like that, they got something. Just like I have those memories with my mom. So if I want to relive those movable images again, I can always go to my YouTube channel and watch our videos that we made together. So
That's right. That's right. If people remember one thing from today, what do you hope it is about this interview today?
you yes, all questions. I don't know what people gonna think. Like they could think anything. It's like they could be like, "Hey, you sound like you know a little something." Let me go see what kind of videos he got. I don't know. Um, I think I just want people to know that for the people that are chefs, we take this very seriously. It's not just some guys taking some pots and playing with them on the stove.
Yeah.
I got cuts, burns to prove it. You know what I mean? So this is serious business. But I just have a love for the art. And I hope that people take from this not just to go and follow my page and look me up, but I just hope they had a good time watching and interacting and stuff like that, and maybe go to my page and look at some of the things that I've done.
Exactly.
And then you can see how a lot of those things I then transition to what I was doing over there and now what I'm doing over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So I would like for you to come back over here. I know that it's kind of late and I know that you're tired. But I'd like you to come over here and possibly, if you want to do a cooking segment or whatever, we share it between the two platforms, or something like that. You want to do a recipe or whatever for us. That would be nice too, because I know that there's a lot of people, on mine that love to cook. I know that for sure. And that would be really nice. I think that would actually help your platform and my platform if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, it probably helped rebuild it after it was stolen from me, so I may be able to.
Exactly. I know, and that's ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous. But they are out there stealing, profiles daily. And there's
See, this happened like in
stop it.
2022.
Yes, I remember.
When Meta was emerging, I believe.
Yes. Nothing to stop it, though. They can't stop it. And then when it's stolen, they can't do anything about that either.
Mm-hmm.
So it just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So I don't know. But we all appreciate you for coming on tonight. I know you're tired, so I'm not going to keep you any longer.
Well,
But
thanks for having me. But we could probably, end up doing that and do a cooking session live. And I've done stuff live on my Instagram and stuff live on my Facebook. I've never actually done a TikTok live.
oh well, we could have fun doing TikTok live.
I'll probably do a TikTok live. I'll let you know, and then we could set it all up. Cause I have to, I'd have to set it up and to where I can move around. Cause I can't just cooking right in front of me. That I have to walk around. I walk around, so I'm in and out of the refrigerator, stuff like that. So I need, you know what I'm saying. So I need to have that set up where I can do that.
Yes, that would be good. That would be good, and we do it live or whatever. And I feel like people would really enjoy that. So, because you're pretty awesome and you're funny too.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Probably more funny looking than funny, but I take
No,
that.
I did not say that. I did not say that, but you are hilarious, though. You are.
I'm just kidding. Hey, you got to be able to laugh at yourself sometimes.
You are. I understand that. I understand. Whatever, man.
So, but I appreciate you having me on.
You're welcome. And you can come back anytime you want to. Of course, but you already know that. So.
Okay, well, like I said, we'll get together, do this live, and we'll move around in the kitchen a little bit.
All right, Chef Boudreaux. It was nice talking to you, and I will talk to you soon.
Yes, ma'am. It was my pleasure.
All right. See you later.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, and that was it. We're going to try to arrange, some more times or whatever, but thank you all for being here, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you, Jamie.